right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay, let me get myself together, friends. Hold on. I gotta move my. How y'all doing? Listen, Tooka tried to get fancy. I tried to get fancy. I was gonna go from StreamYard and share my slides from the meeting. And let's just say we not doing that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Is what I want you to know. Okay, I tried. As y'all come in the room though, get on in here, y'all. Let me get my life together. All right, y'all. Listen, it's 9 o'clock. Here's what I know to be true. First of all, let me properly introduce myself. I do apologize. My name is Tanisha James. All right. I am a mama. Okay, I'm God's daughter, first of all. Then I'm somebody's wife. I'm these kids' mama. I'm a business owner. I'm a marathoner. But more than anything, I'm just a woman who comes here every single day trying to help as many women as I possibly can lose weight and feel better than they have in a gazillion years. Okay. And the reason I know what I know is because I used to be the woman who felt terrible in her body. Do you hear me? And listen, 5 years ago, I was 240 pounds, 80 pounds heavier than I am today, on a laundry list of medications. And so the reason I came tonight is because I want to share with y'all. So whether you are catching this live or you're catching the replay, I came here for all the women who have been on the journey of losing weight for more than a minute. You've started over on more than one occasion. You are tired of not seeing results, and you are ready to finally do something that works for you, and not just watch other people get results. All right. So one of the things that's an important piece of my journey is a company called Shaklee. Shaklee is the number one health and wellness company on the planet. All right. And just so happens is the products that they sell were the products that I used to kick off my weight loss journey. And actually, the first month that I did it, I lost 20 pounds and never looked back. It was the springboard for everything that I did in my transformation. And so you'll often hear me talk about Shaklee because there's not a day in my life that I don't use the products. They're never far from me. I use them from whether it's the energy chews that I use before I go work out, whether it's the multivitamin that I take, to the lotion I put on my body, to the shampoo I wash my hair with, to the what I wash my dishes and clean my floors and walls with, what I wash my clothes with. All of it is Shaklee, right? And so people hear me share about Shaklee, and one of the biggest questions that I get is, number one, is it worth it? Does it work for women like me? Does it work for women who look like us, who got all the things going on, handling business and still trying to put ourselves first? So I do want to share my story. If you have questions, I will answer them live. But I just want to be honest and share how I lost 80 pounds, got off my medication, and I get the opportunity to feel good every single day. So, listen, 5 years ago, I was a ninth grade social studies teacher. Uh, we were in the throes of the pandemic. At that time, I was a wife. Still, I was a mother of 3 children, and y'all, I was tired. Okay. You can, to the list of all the things I just said, you can add tired. Okay. I remember I shared this story once before. My students, we were sitting in this interactive circle talking, and what I was trying to get them to do was to learn to write more descriptively. I want to see if I can reach out and get my baby. His sister follows me on social media. I wonder if I can get him to come on here. But my students were we working on vocabulary words, and I was trying to get them to see how when you say something, you don't just say it, you use words that are more descriptive. So I called myself asking my students, I said, if you guys were to describe Miss James, okay, what would be some words you would use? And they gave me a lot of energetic, excited, love the Lord, fun, funny. Some of them said I was cute. Okay. And one of my babies hollers out, haggard. I'm at this round table with these students, and I'm like, I know he didn't. Okay. I just know he did not call me haggard in front of all of his peers. Okay. And I'm just gonna tell you the truth about it. I had a little attitude with him. Okay. I felt a little bit disrespected. Couldn't fuss at him because this was one of their English words. Okay. I could not fuss at him. This was one of their English vocabulary words. So you using it properly. All right. But I was like, he got a lot of nerve. He got a lot of nerve. But as I look back over my life and all the things that I have been through, when I look at old pictures of me, haggard is the perfect word. Hey, let's look it up, okay? But I had the audacity to have attitude with my baby, okay? Let's look it up. But I had the nerve to have an attitude with my baby, okay? The word, oh my God, he used it perfectly, y'all. The word haggard means looking exhausted and unwell, especially from fatigue, worried, or suffering. Somebody should have gave the baby an A. Okay, I gave him a little bit. I gave him an A. All right, I gave him a little bit of attitude. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know what it feels like to be tired. Okay, I know what it feels like to be tired. All right, and so I was like in that season of my life, I remember I was always starting over. I was gonna do it again on Monday. I was always about to do the thing again on Monday. I was gonna do it over. Okay. I tried all the diets. I have counted points. I have counted calories, all the things. Okay. Even cleanses, quick fixes, but nothing was sustainable. Nothing lasted. Okay. Because the truth is, physically, I was trying to get rid of the weight that you could see on my body, but I was carrying so much more. Like what people didn't see is how stressed I was. What people didn't see is how much pressure I was under, the expectations. And so, what I know to be true is there are a lot of women who are experiencing this to this day. And so, what finally changed for me? A couple of things. One of the things was I actually got a coach, somebody who knew the way out. You understand what I'm saying? So that I would not have to stumble my way through this time like I had done before. So a lot of times we think we know what we need to know, but there's these little nuances, these little bitty things that you don't know, little pieces of information that you're missing. And when you have like somebody who goes before you who knows exactly what you're doing, they help you avoid the parts. They help you avoid all that. Okay. So it was getting a coach for sure. And what happened was my coach introduced me to Shaklee. All right. Introduced me to the products. She introduced me to a new community of people, but she also showed me how to take care of me without pills, without shots, without like super duper restrictions, just habits, real food, real support, real getting in my word, real praying. So I lost 80 pounds. Not only did I lose 80 pounds, but I was able to get off of all of my blood pressure medication. I would have these ocular migraines where I would lose my vision. So what would happen is I would have floaters in front of my eyes, and then there would be my peripheral vision would be all blurry, right? And then I would have a headache that would just be atrocious. I was on iron pills. I was on amlodipine, right? And so what my coach did and what Shaklee products did for me was I started to see myself like I started to look in the mirror and see somebody that I could be proud of. And I was able to do it without giving up my entire life, without being able to fellowship with my family and without feeling like I could never have nothing, no time ever. Okay. So I want to tell you what Shaklee is, because that's what we came for, what we want to know. And I also got a box today. So I'm going to show you what is inside the box and tell you why. If it's a product that I've never tried before, I'm going to tell you why I ordered it. And if I've tried it before, I'm going to tell you what it has done for me. All right. If anything you see look like something you need in your life, the link is in my description. All right. It's not in my bio. It's in the description for this video. Okay. So Shaklee is the #1 health and wellness company in the world. All right. And the good thing about Shaklee that you don't always find with other companies is Shaklee's products actually do what Shaklee says they're going to do. All right. Have you ever, ain't nothing worse than buying something, it promising you it's going to do a thing and it doesn't do the thing. So That's one of the number one reasons that I love me some Shaklee. If it says it on there, it's gonna do it, and it's gonna do it well at the highest level. Like Shaklee does not play about the quality of the ingredients. So that's one thing. I see people in the store, I bump into people all the time that I know, and I see them with over-the-counter things in their cart that have synthetic metals and subpar materials in them. You don't have to worry about that with Shaklee, okay? So the reason that I love Shaklee is number one, it's not just about shakes or vitamins, but it's about like I clean my house with Shaklee. Everything. I shampoo my hair with Shaklee shampoo. I just looked on the site the other day. I see they got toothpaste, they have deodorant. So it fits so effortlessly into your life, and it actually works. It actually works. So if it didn't work, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I wouldn't be here talking to you about it. So my client, I get results using Shaklee, and so do my clients. So listen, if you're listening right now and you feel like, baby, I'm tired all the time, Shaklee probably has a product for that. Okay, so you can click the link in my description, and you can or you can reach out to me. All right. So anyway, I want to open this box because I want you to I want you to see what I get. Okay, I'm excited about it. Hold on, y'all. Let's see here. All right. This be my fun thing to do, okay? Because the truth is, I ordered this box. It's probably been about 5 days since I ordered it, okay? So one thing about Shaklee that I do is I keep my products on a loyalty order, like an auto ship. And then right before my ship date, so today was a ship date for me, I get multiple shipments in a month. And I go in and I just say, okay, what do I need? And I add to the order. So sometimes by the time the order gets here, 4, 5, 6 days later, how many days it take, I have forgotten what I've ordered. So when I do an unboxing, child, I be shocked with y'all. Okay. So we're gonna open this box up and we're gonna see this. So this is my first box for the month. I ordered this one last week. So I do one the first and second weeks of the month. And then I circle back if I need anything. All right, let's see. All right, let's start with the first thing. All right, this here is one of my favorite products, okay? This is called Hydrate Plus. It is an endurance electrolyte drink. So when you see me running miles, doing cardio and sweating and sweating and sweating, this is how I replace the electrolytes in my body. I do not drink Gatorade because I do not do artificial colors or artificial flavors. I don't consume those things. So this was intended to help you. It says replenish and outlast, delivers instant, sustained energy and hydration better than water. So you put a couple of scoops of this in your water. If you're trying, it does have a little bit of sugar in it, so you don't just drink it on a regular day like Kool-Aid. But when you're on a run, especially in this Mississippi heat, sweating like we do, this is what we use. My children are both athletes. I have a son that plays football. My daughter is a cheerleader. So before they go to practice or they have a game, we mix them up a little, some, you know. So it says it supports optimal hydration and increases endurance. Stay hydrated and keep going. Powered by OptiLight. I never knew that. A proprietary blend of electrolytes. So this is Shaklee's own blend of electrolytes called OptiLight. Plus a unique mix of carbohydrates to deeply hydrate, sustain energy, and increase stamina. So in this season of my life, I am in marathon training. This is week 3, day 1 of my 17-week marathon training program. And this is a must, especially if I'm doing a run over, you know, I'll say about 8 miles is a requirement. Okay. Or if I go outside. But if I'm on the treadmill, I might not use it. Like I did 8.5 this weekend and I did not use. Well, number one, I ain't have any. Okay. I was out because I was waiting on my box. Okay. But around the 9-10 mile mark, I have to have it, or if I go outside. So it says electrolytes and carbohydrates act together to fuel your body, sustain the energy, and increase stamina so you can push harder and go further. Because when you are exercising, your body needs energy to be able to do that. So this is a form of energy and just replacing electrolytes in your body. Love it. It has a nice little orange flavor. Okay. And it's good to me. Okay. It's, I like a little sweet drink. So it's good to me. So hydrate for the win. All right. Just like I told you, this is the dishwashing liquids for when you wash your dishes by hand. Okay, when you washing them in the sink. But Shaklee also has powder for your dishwasher. So we are a hand wash family around here. And so this is the dishwashing liquid. There's no Palmolive or Dawn or any of those things. I don't use this stuff. Okay. So this says oh, this is so good. I never noticed this before. It says, we believe the home should be the safest place in the whole world. I love that. Come through, Shaklee. Come through, Shaklee. All right. I cannot read what this is, but it's concentrated. That's the other thing. So when people look at this, they say, oh, that's a small bottle. So everything this is concentrated. So you don't need to. So a lot of times when we buy these other detergents or things like that, they are full of water. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of water in it. And so this is concentrated. So you just a little couple of drops will do you. That's what I have to tell my daughter. Just a few drops will do you, sis. All right. I'm trying to see what to get. Okay, here, triple defense boost. All right. This is a ingredient. I drink this every day. I think 20 of them come in there, right? So I usually order a box, 2 each. I usually get 2 boxes a month. So me and my family will have enough, all right? But this is for your immune support. All right. It boosts your immune system, supports, and has extra stuff in it to defend you from getting sick. So it has vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. All right. So I take a multivitamin, but it also has just a little extra. It has yeast, beta glucan, mushroom extract, ginseng, elderberry, echinacea, and quercetin is in here. All right. So this is really good. It has a little mixed berry flavor, a little raspberry, blueberry flavor. And a lot of times, if you ever see me in the morning with my morning mix, I might do a video to show y'all my morning mix, but it includes this, and then sometimes I do the Shaklee pre-workout. I might put a little collagen in there, but it's a whole morning mix, okay? But this says that it's a 3-time boost. Natural killer cell activity, right? So it's boosting the immune system by 3 times, okay? And I'm just gonna say, baby, my immune system be boosted, okay? I feel well every day, every single day, okay? People be around me catching stuff and I don't catch stuff, okay? First of all, because I eat God's food. That's the first line of defense, but this enhances everything that God's food does for me. All right, so this says, give your immune system a triple boost. Triple defense boost provides a powerful, comprehensive blend of immune supporting, potent, patent pending, immune boosting, and immune defending ingredients that play a critical role in healthy immune function and have been shown in laboratory studies. Shaklee gonna do some clinical studies, believe me when I say. So it's been shown in laboratory studies to boost natural killer cell activity by 3 times and increase the proliferation of other critical immune cells by, look like I say 5.8%. Okay. So contains vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, plant-based adaptogens, elderberry, and more. Great taste and berry flavored powder and convenient stick pack. So it comes in like a little thing like this. So you can easily just take a bottle of water and just throw this in there. Sometimes we just drink it like that, or I might do a little mix with it, but every single day, triple defense boost. All right. Next, okay. One of these is new. So we're gonna get into it. All right, this product is the Advanced Joint Health Complex because I be out here running a bunch of miles, okay? And I'm gonna keep these joints jointing, okay? I don't want no problems. I don't want no joint problems. So it's the God's food. And then this says it improves joint mobility and flexibility, supports long-term joint health. So I'm jointing, I'm jumping around, doing these miles every day, all right? We are in marathon training season, so I run every day. It says joint comfort in as few as 3 days or 5 days. I think they said 3 days. Okay. I don't have any joint pain. Let me be clear because God's food. Okay. But I do use this because I know that I'm out here pounding the pavement a lot, especially in marathon season. And I need these joints to do with. I plan to be doing this till I leave. Okay. I saw my neighbor a couple weeks ago and he said, "You still at it?" I said, "Yes, baby, until the day I die." I want to be 99.9. Okay. Out here doing what I do. All right. And so I gotta take care of these joints. So I don't have any joint pain other than when we do long runs. You might have a little soreness for a day or so afterwards, but I get this in marathon season. Probably need it even when it's not marathon season because I'm still running, just not as much. Okay. So yeah, advanced joint health complex. So if you need some relief in your joints, okay, say see relief in as little as 3 days. All right, this one is new. I have never, believe it or not, had this one. I have never had this. I don't even want to tell you about this. Okay, so a lot of people know I used to be on high blood pressure medication. Yeah, I've never had these. I just wanted to see how big they were. I've never had these before, but I just tried different things out. Okay. But this is blood pressure is all it says. Okay. So I'm no longer on amlodipine and I manage my blood pressure. I manage it with food, not medication. So I no longer take anything, but this say helps retain healthy blood pressure. I said, let's see. Okay. So I don't know. It says it supports blood pressure 2 ways. Says helps promote healthy blood vessels. I need those. And and blood flow. Nutritional support to help keep your blood pressure in the normal range. Okay. So I feel like it can't hurt me. All right. You understand what I'm saying? So I will keep y'all posted. Okay. I'll keep y'all posted. All right. Because I've never had that one before. All right. These next two products, when I was a teacher, okay, if I ever taught your child, other than the Holy Spirit, my Heavenly Father, and the Word of God, these are the things that kept me, okay? That when I did not take them, my students could notice a distinct difference, okay? So this is a product called Mind Works, all right? And it just helps with mental clarity, all right? And it works. That's all I know. So it say think fast, stay sharp, protects against age-related mental decline. I rebuke all that in the name of Jesus, but I do know that I feel sharper when I take this. Says 5 times better short-term memory responses versus control. Ingredients were clinically proven to immediately improve. I need some Corona Max. I did order some for the eyes because I noticed I might need some readers. Okay. Improve mental sharpness and focus. All I know is this. I'm going to say it like I would say it. When I don't be taking this, I be forgetting stuff. Okay. You know how you go somewhere, you looking for something. Like this morning, I went into the bathroom and I was looking for a little box that had some jewelry in it. And I got to the bathroom and I was like, what I come in here for? Okay. And I had to backtrack, like, I came in here because I was about to put on some earrings. I was the box. Okay. I don't have those moments when I take this. Okay. That's all I know is this. So I ran out of my mind works and we cannot do that. We can't live like that. Okay. All right. Here's my other. I'm going to show you. This is my, I need to give this a name. This is my double hitter, y'all. Okay. First of all, I'm not going to say I'm an irritable person. I'm going to take these last two products out of here. I'm going to put this back down so I can talk, baby, because I want to tell you. I'm not going to say that I'm an irritable or impatient. I can be impatient at times. I'm not going to say I'm an irritable person. But there are times where stuff just be, okay? Look, like, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me yesterday. We had some storms come through here yesterday, okay? And immediately after the storms came through, my internet went out. And I said, surely, Lord, you would not have me live without internet because I need this to do all the things I do. I need my internet. And I called AT&T. My first level of agitation was when I had to fight to get a human on the phone. And then I got a human on the phone and we wasn't communicating on the same wavelength, if you know what I mean. And he was no more help than the chatbot. Okay, no more help than the chatbot. I'm like, sir, you have answered nothing. And when I tell you, these two products like this, I was like, the man said, can I help you with anything else? And I said, I just don't know, sir, because you haven't helped me with the first thing that I called you for. I don't know. There's nothing else. You could try helping me with the first thing I called you for. I immediately got off the phone and set up an appointment with another internet company because we just can't live like this. But I digress. Here's what I know. When I take these two things, okay, praise God for my box arriving today. When I take these two products, I don't have those moments. As a matter of fact, my children notice and be like, Mommy, make sure. Okay. So together, I say this in the mornings on an empty stomach. I take both of these, the mind work and this. So this product is called Stress Relief Complex. Okay. And when I was a teacher, this is a new one, but this was around when I was teaching. If I didn't, my kids be like, ma'am, did you take your ashwagandha? Okay. Did you do your ashwagandha? Okay. So it says non-drowsy, does not make you sleepy. Non-drowsy formula helps relieve tension and stress. Okay. Y'all watch what I tell y'all. I wear an Oura ring and it be telling me when I'm stressed. And I just be having a lot more stress for no reason. Give me a couple of days, okay? All right, so these two things, they work, and I notice a difference. My daughter says I'm nonchalant. So it says it's a calming blend of herbs and nutrients. My God, John. Something promotes. Look like I need a little light. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Says promotes a calm, relaxed state. It does, and it does. Using a blend of, that's what I wanted, L-theanine, ashwagandha, beta, I don't know, beta something, cisterol, and L-tyrosine to help reduce feelings of stress without causing drowsiness. Code for you be nonchalant, okay? It just makes you relax a little bit, okay? And things that bother me sometimes, just, right. All right, so I take this and mine works on an empty stomach. I'm not telling you to take one on an empty stomach. I take it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning with my morning mix before I work out. And that's because I don't like to get too far in the day and be like, I'll take my mind work. So I take it on an empty stomach. Not everyone can do that, but it does not bother my stomach or give me upset stomach or anything. And I don't take everything on an empty stomach, but those two I found that I can. In addition to that, when I get back to the house and I'm ready to start the day, I take this little beauty right here. It's called Cheer Up and Chill Out. Okay. My son believes that these are candy. So I actually have to put these up because if I don't, my son will ask me over and over and over, Mommy, can I have one? And then he'll want another and another. And you're just supposed to take one, I think. Yeah, take one. Okay. So they're little gummies. They come in different colors. I think the flavor is like strawberry, but they're good. Cheer up and chill out. My guys are there. Stress reducer and mood booster. So all I'm telling you is You around here snapping on the people. So it might be a double whammy because it also has ashwagandha. It also has L-theanine. It has saffron and B vitamins, and it says strawberry gummies. Okay, these are musts. Like I do the very best I can to not run out of these. Okay, say stress less and smile more is what it says. I'm already a smiler, but I will admit that there be times, baby, I just be like, and yesterday with AT&T was one of them days. Okay. So it says, shake off stress and find your happy place. Now, Jesus is my happy place, but these just help, okay? These gummies are formulated with ashwagandha and clinically tested L-theanine to lower stress levels so you can embrace plus B vitamins and clinically tested saffron. I don't even know what saffron is, but I like it, okay? I'm going to have to look that up. To help lift your mood, because when stress is low and spirits are high, you can handle anything. That and the word of God, okay? That and the word of God. Because I told my husband, I text myself, I'm so frustrated with AT&T, I can't stand them. And my husband said, Philippians 4. Philippians 4:6-8. Okay? I said, sir, I know already. I already know. Okay? But the internet did come back on, so praise the Lord for that. Okay, last two products. And if y'all have any questions, drop them in the chat. If y'all have any questions about my journey, my weight loss journey, or Shaklee, ask me in the chat so I don't shut up, close up shop. All right, here, this is, okay, I'm not sure if I use this properly. I'm just going to tell you what Tooka do with this. So this is a little product called Hydration and Focus Drink Mix. All right. It says a powerful blend that hydrates better than water. So I'm thinking this is like, all these people that are taking the little hydration drinks. I think this is Shaklee's answer to that with clean ingredients. But it says hydrate better than water while supporting mental energy, attention, and clarity. So here's how I use this. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a concept called energy zones, but I am a morning person. I am my best early in the morning. I do my best work earlier in the day. The later it gets, the less best I am. Okay. And it's 9:35. I can make it. All right. But I am my best in the morning. So this is why I make sure I read my word, make sure I exercise. I do all these things before anybody in the world sees me, because I am my best first thing in the morning, meaning I can understand the King James Version early in the morning. Okay, I can run. I feel like I run faster. And so what happens around 11 o'clock, there's this concept about there being energy zones. My peak energy zone is about 11 o'clock. It's like a sunrise, okay? And I'm like solid from 11 to like 3 to 4. Can't touch this, okay? I do my best work between those hours. So I schedule my work for those to be my most dialed in hours, okay? After the 3 or 4 o'clock hour, I can do it, but I'd rather not, okay? So I use this more so when I'm at my desk, I'm working. I like to drink it in hot water. I don't know if that's the way they designed it. This is how I drink it. I'm sure you can put it in cold water, but I drink it like a little afternoon tea. And it just locks me in so I can do what I need to do. So you just get you a little, this is how I do it. I make it in a little tea situation, put some hot water in there, stir it in, and just sip on it as I work. And it just helps me do it. So I do not drink this every day, but on the days where I just feel like I need a little shum, okay? Press my way through. And so this is what I'm telling y'all about Shaklee. Like, these products, for real, I use them all day long. And so I know it'll be people out here needing them, okay? Here's my other for the I don't feel these are we've been without, and my husband been having an attitude about it, okay? When we run out of these in my house, my husband be kind of looking at me like, where's the woman I married? Like, how could you allow this to happen to us? Why are you not on the inventory like you should be doing the things you need to do? Okay. So these are Shaklee Energized Energy Chews, is what they're called. Energy Chews, I think. Yep, Energy Chews. Y'all see that? You probably can't see it at the very top. Energy Chews. It's a rush of energy. Now let me clarify on the rush. Caffeine don't always do me right, but I have no problems with these. Like with when I used to drink like coffee or things with caffeine, I would have like heart palpitations and just, when it's over, you get this kind of jittery. It's like a crash. This don't have it. Okay. I have taken these to get me through a meeting. Like I might have a late meeting and then it's time for bed and I can still go to bed. All right. So it says a rush of energy on demand. It does come really quickly. Formulated to sustain energy, improve performance, sharpen focus, and help you stay alert. So my main reason that I use these is when I'm going on a run, when I'm exercising. I take these as sort of like a pre-workout. Shaklee does have a powdered form of a pre-workout, but I mostly use these and add in the pre-workout sticks if I have like a long run or if I have a speed run or something that I have to run faster, or if I'm doing my new thing, which is lifting weights, okay? But these right here are blessing. My husband, he changes when he go in there. And listen, today he came in and he saw the box because I've been telling him I ordered some. They're on the way. My bad. I didn't order enough for the month, or I don't know, there was some traveling involved. Maybe we just doubled up, ate more than we should have. I don't know. But we didn't have no energy chews for about a week. And I could feel the man side-eyeing me saying, you have not done well. You've not fulfilled your wifely duties. Okay. Where are the energy chews? So today he comes in, he sees the box, he says, I know what did come. He said, I know what did come. He said, I know what came. Okay. Immediately, because he coaches football, immediately he grabs 2 energy chews. Okay. So we also use these. I want to say we also use these when my children, because both of my children are involved in sports, and if they need to kind of dig deep, or it's been a long day, or maybe they got a game, my daughter here, you might have Friday night lights, like you've been to school. She doesn't love them, but my son, he asked for them. Okay. So take 2 of these. So that's all I got. I got another box coming next week. If there's anything that you have questions about, or if there's anything that you are wondering about, like, does Shaklee have a product that would help me with this? Drop it in the chat and I will be sure to, if I don't use it. So my rule of thumb with Shaklee is I typically do not recommend products that I can't recommend. So if I've never tried it, I am very honest with you to say, I don't know what this product does, but because Shaklee works, I trust that it will work. But I only recommend things that I know, baby, you need. Okay. I do want to talk to y'all too about this. I talk about this all the time. I'm just getting y'all ready for October. Shaklee then came out with this proprietary drink, y'all. Sparkling protein. You hear me when I say. So in this season of my life, the new thing that I'm doing is just being more focused on strength training. I don't know why in this season God is giving me to do it, but I should have been doing it. And so strength training is just a part of my workout. Like if I'm going to skip out, I can skip that part. All right. And so I've been on a journey to fall in love with strength training, just like I fell in love with God's food. Like when I first started eating vegetables, especially like raw vegetables, it just wasn't the norm for me. It was not comfortable. I did not love it. But over time, I prefer my salad really more than anything. When I go to a restaurant, I know how to get it. I love God's food now. So I sense that me and strength training are going to have the same relationship. It's going to happen. Watch what I tell you. And so today, I do my best to strength train 3 times a week if I can, 2 to 3. I'm using the Runner app. I think I've shared it before. I don't know if I've shared it here, but I'm using the Runner app this time. I typically train with Run with Hal, and this marathon I'm training with Runner, just to see how it does and if I like it. So I have been using it for about close to 10 days now, and so far I like it. I like the variety of workouts that it's given me. Like some days I have speed runs. Today I did something called over and unders where I had to, run at a conversational pace, then I had to run at a pace, then speed it up, then slow it down, then speed it up, then go back conversational. Um, and it was challenging. So the other thing that the Runner app has, which is where I was going, is that you can add strength plans to it as well. So it tells me what days to do. It actually shows you what to do on your strength training days, has timers and everything. So I really like that because part of the thing that I don't, that I have to work through when it comes to strength training is I don't know what to do. It's new to me and I don't know what to do. I have not found a trainer that I think would be suited to me. I've had a trainer before, but as I think back to people that I have trained with in the past, the philosophies that I now have about what I'm willing to put in my body and what I eat, not everybody subscribes to that. And so I just haven't, if y'all know a good trainer in Mississippi, hook your girl up. Okay. So I am actively looking for someone who can train me, but it would have to be a special person that we could sit down and talk about philosophies and see if they align. And so in the meantime, I'm using this. And so I think one of the things is that I don't know how to do it. So it shows you, it has a little video you can click to show you how to do the exercise. It has the instructions that you can read, has the timer, it has where you take the breaks, it has all the things. So I absolutely love it. And so I'm saying all that to say that as I add strength training to my repertoire of exercise choices, I also am increasing the amount of protein because I probably haven't done all the protein consumption that I need to do. So Shaklee coming out with this sparkling water that is 40 grams, y'all. That's like 7 eggs, okay? I can have 6, 7 eggs or just drink this 12-ounce bottle of protein. All right. So it tastes good to me. I put it on some ice, and baby can't tell me nothing. Rose says it tastes like a Pellegrino, like a lemon lime Pellegrino. I don't know. I just know I like it. Okay. It tastes good to me. Okay. So I like it. And I put it on some ice. I don't really like it room temp. So I like it over some ice or chill. But this thing hits. And for it to be 40 grams of protein, I'm here for it. So this is not yet available to the public, but I'm just letting y'all know when Shaklee come out with it, y'all just gonna want to get it. All right. So it's the first of its kind protein drink. There was a young lady at the gym with me saying, I never heard of it. Like she was questioning me, like, I never heard of it. When I told her about it, and she said, I've heard of powders, but I've never heard of a sparkling protein. Whereas I know because Shaklee is pioneering this. Okay. So it's the first protein drink of its kind. You won't get this nowhere else. Okay. And the things it says it does for you is it builds lean muscle, boosts your metabolism, it's non-inflammatory, it naturally boosts GLP-1 levels. Okay, people doing all kind of weird stuff to have that, and this will do it for you naturally. It manages hunger cravings. It's powered by leucine, which is as Roche, she said, it's the protein that helps you burn unwanted fat and to gain muscle. So super good. Just look out for this. If you are a Shaklee ambassador, though, there's a way for you to get it. Hence the reason why I have it in my hand. There's a way to get it prior to October, but this will be available to the public in October. So I'm about to place me an order for another case tomorrow because I rocks with this, okay? I rocks with this, okay? So listen, guys, that's all I got. I just really want to share with you that when I started my journey, as I talk through and think back over my journey, you know what? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to try something because I really want to see if I'll be able to share my screen because I want to show y'all something. Lord, y'all be in prayer with me though, because you know me and the tech. All right, because I want people to see And I feel like a picture is worth 1,000 words. All right. Let's see here. YouTube says I can share my screen. Let's see what it does. Oh boy, yeah. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's see what happened, y'all. Look at me being all technology efficient. So I promised that I was going to share. This is what I presented in the meeting today. So this was me 5 years ago. I actually took this picture 3 days into my journey on May 14th, 2020. Nope. Yep, May 14th, 2020 was the day I took this picture. And so this was me. And what I often tell people when I share this picture is, when I took this picture and I was in this season of my life, I was, God's daughter. I always love the Lord. Was a wife, was a mom, had a job that I love. Like I didn't go to work every day miserable, hating my job. I love the work that I did. I love who I got to do it with. I thought in this season that I had the life that I dreamed about, right? And that was just on the outside. You would look at me like I was active in my church. I served in the community. I mean, I feel like I was a good friend, but emotionally, just looking in the mirror, I would look in the mirror and just wonder, like, baby, what happened to the woman I used to be? And we have all these names and things to describe it, like, oh, it's these kids, and I done had this baby, and it's baby weight and all this stuff. But at the point that I was taking this picture, my son was 5 years old. Okay. So that ain't no baby weight. Your baby 5 years old. And so on some level, I knew that where I was not where I was supposed to be, even though I did not know the steps. I had no idea, like, how do I get out of this? I couldn't. I had tried everything. It was a very real desire of mine. I had tried everything. I'm talking about always on some new shake routine, some juicing situation, some calorie weighing food, counting points situation. Okay. And the truth is, none of it worked. So I was struggling. And in this picture, I'm 240 pounds. As you can see, I'm not a tall person. I'm 5'2" and 3/4. We're gonna give me 5'3". High blood pressure, ocular migraines, debilitating menstrual cycles, severe anemia, sugar addiction, tired all the time, extreme fatigue, and I do not feel good. I do not feel good. All right. So it's a physical, I don't feel good, but emotionally, I don't like what I see in the mirror. I'm living a life that I feel like it belongs, and this can't be my life. Okay. But I knew I wanted to feel better. So what happens is the pandemic hits, the world shuts down, and I think there's something to be said about stillness, about silence, about solitude, and how it allows the space for you to be able to hear the voice of God better than you ever could. So, like I said, something woke up in me. And God said, if you don't do it now, you never will. This is the time. So I reached out to my coach, and this is how I got connected with Shaklee, because I had never tried the Shaklee products myself. But my coach, I reached out to her, and I had a lot of respect for her because, as far as I knew, she was the healthiest person I knew. Okay. I knew if somebody could help me, it was her. She was consistent. I had seen her doing it on a high level for a long time, and I knew she could help. Okay. So, it's wild to me when I look back. Wildly emotional. Okay. Y'all. First of all, let me tell you two things. Okay. First of all, this little jumpsuit right here. The story behind this jumpsuit, don't y'all judge me. Say we live. The story behind this jumpsuit is this was my outfit. Like we finna go somewhere and people be like, what you gonna wear? And I'd be like, oh girl, I know what I'm wearing. Okay. This jumpsuit is probably the reason I do not like to wear no kind of girdle or waist trainers or nothing. Y'all see the little lines right there in my leg, because that's even holding it all together. Okay. I got the thing holding everything together, and it still ain't held together with the thing that's supposed to be holding it all together. Okay, there's my little Spanx under there. Okay, doing nothing, or maybe it was. All right, this is me finishing a marathon. I cropped my friend out to protect the innocent who did it with me, but I'm taking a picture with the dude who finished after me in full fireman uniform. Okay, well, all you see, he got stuff on his back, carrying a whole American flag. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how much wind. The thing they do, they go around, they run these races in full in honor of fallen firefighters. Right? These were the only people who finished behind us. Literally, in this race, the sag wagon, which is the thing that will pick you up when you're moving too slow, was on our tails. Was on our tails. Okay. On our tails. Okay, but anyway, I just want to just tell you, like, you ain't got to stay where you at. So I wanted to show these pictures because I need people to know, like, I was the least likely candidate. I was the most sugar addicted sister you ever met. Okay. Sugar addicted sister. So I got me a coach, honey. Let me see what the next. Okay, this is the next slide. Bye, yeah. Okay. Yeah, can nobody tell me nothing? Okay. Was down 80 pounds. Y'all don't take no medication to this day. Been free. No chronic illnesses. Energy to just, baby, this is my energy. This is my life. All right. To going from teaching social studies to teaching people to do the same thing that I was able to do. So God is just so good. So good. Do you hear me? So good. And so I don't care how bad it looks. I don't care. Like, God can do it. You just have to believe in him. So I will be launching a challenge soon. And in the challenge, I'm going to show you the exact set of steps and give you an opportunity to walk through with me. I'm going to walk through with you the first thing that I did for the first 30 days of my journey, where I lost 20 pounds and got off my medication. Okay. And have never gone back 5 years later. My last amlodipine was taken on May 25th, 2020. All right. So, oh, I got one more picture. I want to show y'all this, baby. First of all, look at this. Look at this right here. Okay. Because, see, I used to call myself the marathon princess. I just wanted to share with y'all what I shared on the call today. I used to call myself the marathon princess because I was out here, like my coach said, completing marathons. Completing. Now, I look like I'm having a rough time. Okay. I am struggling. Do you hear me? I am struggling. All right. I'm trying to get my butt across that finish line. Okay. My God. But I went from doing marathons, and I had done my last marathon in 2008. And I did the Marine Corps marathon when I was 29 years old. And after that, in 2008, I kind of put my running shoes up. I would do long miles, but I would not do marathons anymore because they weren't fun no more. But last year in October, I did the Marine Corps again at 46 and beat my 29-year-old self by 40 minutes. So I'm just telling you, believe for it, believe bigger, believe for it. Then I did that thing, okay, with my coach. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because I know that the journey can get, hey, Tanisha, I know the journey can get discouraging, and sometimes you can feel like I've been trying, I've been doing all the things. And if I could just offer any encouragement to you, I would say one of the biggest things that made the biggest amount of difference was surrendering that even though I felt like I knew some things, I didn't know some things that I needed to know. And having somebody who could say, here's what you're missing, who was able to see things that I was missing, almost like help me step over these landmines so we miss that, so we don't blow up my results, right? So I'm just telling you, like, it can happen. It can happen. Right, Tanisha? I was in Black Girls Run. I was in Girl Trek. I'm talking about been out here in these streets, but was able to finish much faster. And so I just want to encourage you. I pray that you don't give up. That's the only difference. So I never want anybody to look at my story and feel like the story, the transformation that God created in me ain't possible for all of us. I need you to know that it's possible for every last one of us. You know what I'm saying? It's possible for us. You just got to try one more time. And in the discouragement, in the trying all the things, you done try it again and again and again and again. And I know it can feel like, why am I continuing to try? Like, what am I continuing to try for? And I'm telling you that it is possible. It's possible to achieve it, and it's possible to get the results and keep the results. Because it wasn't that I never got results before. The difference this time is keeping them. Okay. The difference is keeping them. The difference is knowing what to do. The difference is really changing myself from the inside out. So, and it's possible for you. So, I want you to make sure you're in my free community. The link is in my bio, www.readysethabits. It's also in the description, as well as in the description is anything for Shaklee. I'm about to wrap because I'm serious about my sleep in this season of my life, baby. I've been trying to get quality sleep, and my aura ring lets me know you should prioritize sleep. Okay, when I get off track, and I love it. And so I need to start preparing myself to go to bed. But if y'all have any questions about Shaklee, we actually have a what we call a Shaklee interest meeting. Will be coming up in 2 days on Wednesday. And so if you would like to attend, you can email me at Tooka at readysethabits.com. That's Tooka, Tooka at readysethabits.com, and say, give me in the interest meeting. I want to come. And we just kind of talk about Shaklee and what it is and why we do it, and answer questions that people want to know about how it can benefit them. And it's no pressure. If you want to become an ambassador, you can find, if you want to get these, you can find out about that in the meeting. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I love y'all. Like, thank y'all for hanging with me. This was so much fun. I could talk about Shaklee all day, y'all. When I tell y'all these products have absolutely changed my life, I have y'all up all night. So I love y'all to life. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, I want you to remember I love you to life. I love you to life, and God does too. I love you enough to challenge you, to shake you, to jank you, to do what I got to do to get you to see that it can be better, and you do not have to stay stuck where you are. All right. I love you to life, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing, amazing evening. Good night.